everyone, welcome to my creative space. Thank you for joining me today. I'm going to make my first Christmas card using some goodies out of the new mini Christmas catalogue. I'm going to make this one. Okay, let's get started. Hopefully we don't end up with too many shadows. It's late in the afternoon. So I'm going to make a card for you. I'm going to be using our new Holly Jolly Wishes. This die from the Stitch So Sweetly and some designer series paper from the free Peaceful Prints. This is it. So get some very, the bottom one, nice neutral. These are free with a $90 spend during celebration, which is August and September. I really love that one, but I'm going to be using this one today. Okay, my first Christmas card of the season. So, all right, let's get started. Now, I don't need that one. What I haven't done, this set's new. I haven't put my labels on, but I will now. This is how I do it. Everybody does it differently. This is how I've been doing it recently. Just peel this back a little bit. Normally you take that off, stick that on there and hope that you got it in the right spot. But what I've had a tendency to be doing is actually, with my block, then taking that off. I fold these over because once I've stuck it to the block, it's very difficult to get those pieces off because there's no flexibility in the block. So take that off there. And I do this standing up because otherwise I can't do it. I'm sorry, I hope there's not too many shadows. And then I just pop that on there and Bob's your uncle. Okay, perfect. Right, so I'm actually going to use that one, pop all the rest away. Okay, so just finding everything on my messy desk here. It's getting darker and darker quicker here. It's a bit late in the afternoon, so I've been planning this, been playing around with some things. I've got a technique that I want to show you. Okay, essentially that is going to stick onto there. Not bad. And I'm actually not going to do anything else with it. This paper is going to do the work. A little bit of adhesive. This one's my favourite. Less is best. With this, hold your tongue right, gives you a little bit of wiggle room. Very nice. Okay, so pop you to the side. I've got an inner, I've got an upper piece, and I've got a piece for my die cut. Okay, and the envelope, which I'll stamp in a little bit. What I'm going to do with this piece is I'm going to emboss it. Okay. Now, I don't have any snowflake embossing folders because I just don't. And I wanted a snowflake embossing folder for this. And since I didn't have one, I've got a bit creative. Now, I'm not sure if you've seen the new masks in the the latest mini catalogue, but there's this one here with snowflakes. So I've done a few things. I'm going to use it. I've done a few other things with it. Yep, that's some vellum with the dots out of it. Okay, and I've done, there, I can probably see them there, the stripes, with the stripes. So let's do the snowflakes. Now, what you will notice, I've got my base plate on my cut and emboss, which is number 1. I've got my number 4 plate. I've got my silica mat, which if it's got glue and stuff on it, that imprints it as well. So just be aware of that. So you might want a newer silica mat and stay clear of the Stampin' Up logo. My other side's really gluey, so I can't use it. Okay, now the silica mat travels. So you want to put your piece of paper, in this case basic white, close to that top edge. and you'll see what I mean when I say it travels. So, well, you can put it down the bottom, but this is going to travel off there. So yeah, so we just stick that there. Stick our embossing, our mask over the top. I actually want more of these little snowflakes. So, thing is, I don't want to trash my mask. So make sure it fits right in the cut and emboss surface. Now, ideally, a new plate would be nice, but I don't have one. So sometimes with the basic white, you can get a little bit of mess from the other ones. It's nice and firm, but I found it works, and the whole table wobbles when I do it. And it just gives me a very nice impression. See what I mean by the silicone matte moves? So let's put these down. Right. So I'm not sure if you can see that. How cool is that? Right, so that's actually going to sit on here just for something a little bit pretty. Okay, and we'll stamp off our Merry Christmas. I'm going to do that in some real red. Hopefully it's nice and juicy. There's some great sentiments in this, so you could have lots of fun. Nice and juicy. Bring back my Stampin' Cut and Emboss. And all the appropriate bits that I need. Number 1, number 2, 3, paper, dye. Hold your tongue right when you're putting it on there so that you line her up beautifully. Run it through. And again, my table's going to wobble a bit, which means that the camera does. Oh, especially when I bang into it. It doesn't help. Okay. I do love these dies. I love how they've got that nice stitching around them. It just makes it so pretty. Okay. Don't mind me making a racket. And then we're going to pop this. I'm actually going to stick that off center. And I'm not going to glue it down yet because I want to tie a ribbon. So I've got my dark evening evergreen ribbon that's available in the annual catalogue. Now, I'm not sure if anyone's seen me do this before, but this is how I tie my bows. So I think that nice big snowflake up there is going to be good up there. I want that about there. So I want my ribbon about so. Fold you over the back. Apologise for the shadows again. Don't know where my good snips have gone, but these ones will have to do for now. Now I'm going to tie that down, but I'm not tying it really tight, okay? Because what I want to do is I want to come in here, throw that under there. Hopefully I've done it the right way around. There is a wrong way and a right way, trust me. So, and then I'm going to tie my bow. Yes. And I'll take that off there. Make my bow pretty. Now, if I'd pulled that too tight, this would have buckled up and the card would have ended up like this. So you can loosen it at the back if that happens. And it's just a matter of playing with your bow until you get it how you like it. And if you don't want those wispy bits, you can trim it off a bit more. Thinking that's upside down, that bow, but anyway, I can force it into submission. Because essentially, that is going to sit next to it. So the beauty about having it done like that is I can move my bow to wherever I want, and I want it right on that edge. Okay, now you can put glue, you can put tear-it tape, you can put whatever adhesive you like, but I do find the tear-it tape is the strongest, and because I've got that ribbon under there, I'm going to need strong. You notice I went over the edge there. I'm going to fix that in a sec. Okay, and yes, I am leaving these pieces down here. I don't have to. There's got to be an easy way to get this off. Gives me grief every time. You need at least a little bit of fingernail and take them straight off. And normally I would curl the edges and line her up and do it, but I'm going to be brave today. Only get one chance at this. Not like this does not give you any wiggle room. Okay, but I am going to stand up for it because I do want it to land straight. Not bad. And then I just need some dimensionals. Pop these on in no particular stressful position, but I do want them. I don't like it. I like to have some in the middle because I don't like it when it folds under it. So there we go. Looks pretty good if you ask me. So now we just need to do our inside and our envelope. Now there's no images in here. I could put It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year in the middle, but I'm not going to. I'm actually going to bring in the Sparkle of the Season. I do like May the Sparkle of the Season warm your heart and your home. So I'll take this one off. Better clean it first. But I'll take that one off because I am going to use that for the inside. Okay, now you do need your foam mat. Mine's done a runner. There it is. Because this one's a photopolymer stamp set. Now, it's up to you where you put it. I don't normally put things in the middle. The reason being is I'm actually very bad at lining them up. So I often put them down the bottom. I'll put all that ink everywhere. Let's see if I can make no mess. There we go. Not too bad. It's at least square. So we've stamped that. Now there's some little snowflakes which will go with my front. I didn't, I just want a little bit of colour. I don't want a lot. So I've got soft sea foam out because I thought at least it's pale. Doesn't really go with the card, but you know, it looks pretty. I'm not sure if you can see that. And that's actually what I'm going to do to the envelope. Now you can also do the same technique with the envelope to emboss it, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to put a couple of little snowflakes on it. would look good, wouldn't it? Now just be aware, if you do stamp onto this mat, it doesn't dry. So if I was to turn this over, that would actually, I would end up with that ink on there. Okay. So, and you can do the back here if you want, but that's just something a little bit pretty. Okay. And then we'll just pop some glue onto the back of here. And pop you in there. And voila, we're done. So not only did I do, oops, this red one, I did some more vellum. The vellum actually is quite pretty. And I've also done, look at that. How good does that look with those snowflakes on it? What fun. All right. Okay. Happy stamping, everyone. Thanks for joining me. See you next time.